Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. So today we are going to learn about the writing task, page 39 in your textbooks. So let's go. So for this task, okay, you have to answer question 1, question 4 and writing task page. Okay, question 1, question 4 and a writing task here. Okay, so let's look for the first question. So you have to listen to the audio 1.47, read the story, complete it with the words in bold and expressions in the writing focus. Then listen to check your answers. Okay, so I will play the audio and listen.
Unit 3, Writing, a fictional narrative. Exercise 1. Lost. One day, my friend Rosie and I decided to go for a walk in the mountains. The sun was shining when we set off, but later the weather changed. It was very foggy, and we couldn't see where we were going. Soon, we were lost. We didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered I had my mobile phone in my bag. I tried to phone my dad, but my phone wasn't working. By then, it was getting dark, and we were cold and frightened. Suddenly, we heard the sound of a helicopter. We couldn't believe our luck. It was coming to rescue us. Everything was alright in the end, but we learned our lesson. Next time, we'll check the weather forecast before we go for a walk in the mountains.
Okay, that's the audio for the article about my friend, her friends, Rosie. Okay, walking to the mountains, and a few events happened there, and luckily they were safe. So by listening to the audio, you have to complete the blank areas here. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So if you want to listen again, so you can play this video again, okay, to find out the answer. For examples, number 1, the answer for number 1 it should be 1 day. Okay, 1 day. My friend Rosie and I decided to go for a walk in the mountains. So the other answers for number 2, 3 and 4 and 5 until 6, you can use the sequencing words and expressions below in the writing focus here. Okay, where you can use soon, then, by then, later, in the end and so on. Okay, to complete the article for question 1. Okay, so look at the writing focus here. We use the following words and expressions to show the order in which event happened. Okay, dia menunjukkan bagaimana susunan sesuatu peristiwa itu berlaku. For example, one day Sam woke up early and went swimming. Okay, soon it was time for breakfast. Then he went back to the campsite. Maksud dia menunjukkan kronologi bagaimana suatu peristiwa itu berlaku. Yang mana datang dahulu, mana yang kemudian, yang mana di pertengahan dan yang mana di hujung sekali. Okay. By then, his family were eating. Later, they all went to the beach. In the end, they stayed at the beach until 10 p.m. So that's the event that happened for Sam and his family. Okay. So look again number 2 and the writing focus. How do you say the words and phrase in your language dalam bahasa Melayu lah. Okay, one day suatu hari. Okay, soon. Okay, tidak lama kemudian. Then, selepas itu. By then, pada ketika itu, by that time. Okay, pada ketika itu keluarganya sedang makan, for example. Later, kemudian boleh juga in the end. Okay, di akhir pada akhirnya. Okay, so itu antara bagaimana kita nak menggunakannya di dalam karangan kita, okay, in our writing. So number 3, look at the story again and answer the question about sequencing words and phrases. Number 1, which phrase often goes at the beginning of a story? Yang manakah perkataan yang selalu digunakan pada permulaan cerita atau permulaan perenggan? So the answer should be one day, number 1. Number 2, which phrase often goes at the end of the story? Di hujung cerita biasa kita akan gunakan in the end. Okay, in the end. Number 3, which phrase is often followed by the past continuous? Okay, akan diikuti dengan past continuous, means walking with ing, was walking. Okay, so we can use it by then, pada ketika itu his family were eating. Okay, were eating is the past continuous, sedang berlaku pada masa lepas. And number 4, what tense do we usually use with the other words? Okay, the answer should be in the past simple. Okay, so let's go for the question 4 that you have to answer. Rewrite the sentence with the words in the correct position. Okay, more than one answer is possible. Okay, number 1, she soon was tired, so she sat down to have a rest. Okay, sepatutnya soon ni berada di mana? Di permulaan ayat, di depan sekali. So soon she was tired, so she sat down to have a rest. Okay, ataupun kamu boleh letakkan she was soon tired, so she sat down to have a rest. Yang biasa digunakan ialah soon ni berada di hadapan perkataan ataupun perenggan ataupun ayat. Sam didn't want to go on the trip, but he in the end enjoyed it. So in the end should be come after, before he enjoyed it. Okay, the sentence should be like this: Sam didn't want to go on the trip, but in the end he enjoyed it. Okay, sebelum he tu kita letakkan, in the end kita letakkan di hadapan he. I was feeling by then hungry because it was lunch time. It was lunch time. So by then ni sepatutnya letak di depan sekali. By then, pada ketika ini atau pada ketika ini, I was feeling hungry because it was lunch time. Pada ketika ini saya berasa lapar kerana ini adalah pada waktu makan tengah hari. Okay, I just left for you to answer for question 4. What is the best answer for question 4? Okay, so let's look to the writing task here. Write a fictional narrative about an eventful day trip. Okay, plan. Think of an idea for your story, then make notes. Who it is about? You or somebody else? Anda boleh buat cerita fictional narrative, sama ada berkaitan dengan diri anda ataupun orang lain. How will the story begin? Bagaimana dia bermula, and how the story end? Bagaimana dia berakhir? Okay, so write 3 paragraph, 3 perenggan, and introduction. The first paragraph introduction, the main part of the story, and then the end of the story. So I want you to write down a simple 3 paragraph to about eventful day trip. Okay, so maybe I can simplify for you to do this task by giving you some clue about the what kind of event that you should do based on the article about my friend and Rosie, this article. Okay, so I give you some clue, some examples about writing that related to the article lost, but it's quite different. Okay, the lost article is about the walking in the mountains, but maybe you can just change it to the jungle trekking. So you can talk about jungle trekking. Okay, jungle tracking. So maybe you can start with you and your friends. Maybe you and your friends. Okay, you and your friends. Okay, go for jungle trekking. Okay, then what you can see at your jungle trekking, you can see flora and fauna. Okay, flora and fauna. And then you can say that the jungle trekking make you sweat, berpeluh. Okay, berpeluh. And suddenly one of your friend lost. Okay, one of your friend lost. Okay, one of your friend lost. So you decide, maybe some of your friends stay and the other try to look for your friend. Okay, so some of your friends stay. And the others try to looking. Other look for lost friend. Okay, cuba mencari kawan yang hilang tadi. Okay. Okay, and then suddenly when you try to look for your lost friend, okay, you just found a dead body. Found a dead body, but it's not your friend. Okay, it's not your friend. Luckily, it's not your friend body's dead body, but actually another missing people. Okay, reported. Manusia yang dilaporkan hilang lah. Okay, manusia yang dilaporkan hilang. Okay. Dan anda terkejut, anda berlari semula, you shock You shortcut and then you ran back to your friends. Okay, and then at the middle of the ran back to your friends, and then suddenly you just found your lost friend. Ran back to your friends and then found your lost friend. Okay, and you report to the police. Okay, report to the police, and then you can conclude the adventure, the jungle trekking okay, is adventurous for me. Was adventurous. Okay, so that's all the tips that I'm going to give to you. Okay, you just write a paragraph, 3 paragraph by using these ideas. Maybe you can manipulate it, boleh ubah-ubah, ikutlah apa yang anda rasa sesuai, tetapi you have to use the word, the what do you call that, sequencing words. Soon, one day, then, by then, later, in the end, in your writing. Okay, so that's all for me, from me. Okay, thank you.